What up, though? All right, let me see. Let's see who logs in. Let's get it, y'all. Let's get it. Let's get it. I'm gonna make this short and sweet. So like I said, I want to feel like I'm talking to somebody. All right, there we go. What up, Kim? All right. First of all, let me say this. What up, Dirk? See, y'all set y'all notifications. So for some of y'all that's been asking, like, we got to know what time you going live. It's not always going to be the same time. Just set your notifications for when I go live. I know that Dirk has them on. Probably Kim has them on. So they know when I go live. So make sure you turn your notifications on so when I go live. Today I'm ready for y'all. Y'all see the glasses? I know, right? So I purposely put my glasses on. And this is the part of actually what I'm going to talk about. We just get a little older, you know what I'm saying? Things be happening. I'll be honest with you. I've always had one bad eye. I had a barrette when I was younger, so I had a scratch in my eye. But most recently, over the past couple years, as I've in this 40 section, y'all, things are starting to blur. Like, things are a little, they starting to mesh. S looks like I be having to do this. And I had to come to the reality, like, that ain't cool, and it is what it is. And I'd rather be able to see than be worried about what people got to say about me. So, these are not prescription, but it's enough readers because I'm in front of a screen, all of that. So I figure I show these off, but this is kind of where I want to, kind of talk about, like, because here's the issue with a lot of us. Here's the reality. A lot of us are not where we want to be. All right. The reason why I always do these challenges and all of that, it's not even necessarily for y'all. It's for me. Because I'm always, again, self-evaluating myself. Like, how could I be better in certain areas? Like, yes, I'm great in fitness. And yeah, I could be disciplined in my nutrition. That's easy. But there's certain areas of my life that I ain't where I'm supposed to be. Like, financially, I'm not where I'm supposed to be. Mentally, work in progress, because seasons be, life be lifing and seasons change like the weather in Detroit does. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, for me, the biggest thing that I had to do during this time of this challenge. So let me throw this out here real quick. If you're joining me, I'm on this 45 hard challenge. I'm actually inviting all of y'all to join me. It doesn't matter that I'm on day number 3. Everybody's starting whenever they want to. This is a Women Who Lift challenge. So fellas, y'all can join if y'all like to. However, this is for my Women Who Lift community, but I've created, and it's free. All right. So link in the bio. There you go. All right. So that's what I'm talking about. I've been talking about this challenge is unlike any other. It's different, and it's got to be different. In order for me to be able to change and become the person that I haven't been, when I say this, like, if I was already her, I wouldn't need a challenge. I wouldn't need to grow. I wouldn't need no more help. I wouldn't need a community. I wouldn't need to be talking about none of this. I wouldn't need healing. I wouldn't need to be aligned with my purpose. I wouldn't need resilience. I wouldn't need to vote. Like, none of the stuff that I'm talking about, it wouldn't even be a topic of conversation. And some of y'all wouldn't even but the reality is none of us are perfect. And for some of us, we want more. And you deserve more. Let me start there. Like, I know I deserve more. I know that God has so much in store for me. And I know that it's not that I don't have it because he don't want it. I don't have it because of something I've done or something that, is hindering me or stopping me or distracting me from getting there. So I'm like, again, I'm saying this like immeasurably more than I can ever ask or think. And I'm already a visionary. Like, I want all of that. So why don't I have it? And for a lot of y'all, like, you got to ask yourself, why don't you have it? And for some of us, it's because you keep doing the same things. Keep doing the same things. And for me, I'm going to tell you, like, two things. The reason why I got these glasses, because I was tired of me saying that I'm not a reader or I don't like to read. And I realized, like, I had to find the best ways that I could be efficient. I had to be more intentional about what I read and how I read. It's frustrating if you can't see the words. If I gotta have lights on and I gotta do this and I gotta make sure the word, like, I gotta be different. So I literally, I ain't buy nothing on Black Friday but these. Low key, like, cause I'm trying to save, I'm saving my money. But this is something I needed in order for me to become the woman I wanted to be, so that I can pick up a book and not have to be worried about me not being able to see the words and be frustrated because things blurring together. Then also, I was like, there's certain books that I just sitting and reading, like my ADD ain't like I'm just not, I have to have something that what I like is I just bought a 365 day by John Maxwell, I forgot the name of it, but it's about leadership. That literally, I read this on Monday. I read this on Tuesday. I read this makes it real easy for me, structure. And something, I was like, I can't just pick up, like I got so many books. Literally, I got books, y'all. I went through my books. I was like, all right, I got all these books, but that I ain't read or I haven't finished. And let me say this, like, I'm a great person to say that I that's my motto. Finish what you started. But I realize there's some areas in my life that I don't do well at that. And that's like, it's got to be different. I don't like saying that. So, the couple things that I did, let me express this, like, I want to share with you. Like, I was like, all right, one, I don't want to be frustrated about, my eyes getting bad. So get some glasses, get some readers, all of that. Now I'm going to be intentional about what I read. One, it's got to be interesting. I don't care about nobody else telling me what book is good and all that. I'm like, you know what? I want to, personal development devoted to my growth. I want to speak on leadership. I want to take that to the next level. Okay, what type of book? I need something that has structure to it. Something that it tells me, read this today, take notes, bam, you're done. I don't want to have to read 10 pages a day. I don't want to have to read no, I just got to read this 1 or 2 pages that have to do with this date and this topic, and I'm good. Because I've tried to do the 5 pages a day, 10 pages a day, 5 minutes a day, but it still don't register. So I'm like, I need something that is more interactive for me. So it had to be different. Because this time around, I don't want to not finish the book. I don't want to keep saying that I'm not a reader. I don't want to keep saying that, reading is not my thing. I don't want to keep saying. And this is where this yo-yo effect of, you keep saying that you're going to do this, but then you go back to your normal ways. You keep saying, like, you go into this for 4 days or 5 days or 6 days, and you get right back to where you were. Why? Because you keep doing the same things that she did and not what the her that you want to become needs to do. And that's going to take you doing something different. That's the reason why this is not just a fitness challenge. You know what? Everybody show up for classes, y'all. That's the easy part. And it's so much fitness out here. You don't need to pay for nothing. It's free. Just YouTube a name and call it a day. Nutrition, y'all know what to do. But y'all still waiting on, certain things to be a certain way, and you not chimed in to what it's going to take for you to put the things in your mouth. Like, it starts here, then comes here, then you good. Like, you going backwards. You trying to get the nutrition down, but your mindset not right. Because if you truly not locked in here, all the other boxes ain't gone. If you don't even know who you are, your identity, and you hurt from trauma and stuff like that, like the stuff I talked about yesterday, I realized, like, if I didn't know who I was, if I didn't truly, love myself the way I do, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be talking the way I'm talking. I'm pretty sure that I'd probably be doing what other people want me to do versus what I need to be doing. Some of y'all in that place because you still need to heal. Some of y'all don't even know your purpose. So it's very hard for you to make the right decisions on what you need to do, especially if it ain't paying you. So some of y'all don't know what to do because you don't know if it falls in line with what God wants you to do or what you're supposed to be doing because you're not in alignment. When I tell you how I move right now, it's really easy. It's everything is like, I'm so locked in with wisdom and discernment right now. It's like, oh, nope, that ain't it. Yep, yeah, that's it. I just got on the phone with my brother. I'm like, we so aligned right now. You know how you know when you align when you get on the phone and he be like, I just did this. I was like, dude, I just did that too. Like, I was just thinking that too. I was just thinking that too. Like, the people around me, like, I'm having those conversations over and over again because we're so in alignment. And if I have some guy put something in my place, like, yep, you got it. There you go. And be like, yep, yeah, I got it. Because I'm in alignment with my purpose. Things been coming up. Life be lifing, y'all. Like, I had something that happened the other day and I was about to react. And I realized, like, I didn't train myself to truly be in a place where I'm not going to let something I'm not going to let something ruin my joy, you know, and distract me from where I'm at. Some of y'all haven't built that level of resilience to be able to withstand what life is bringing you because you haven't built up your strength. Again, it ain't got nothing to do with you picking up some weights, but y'all can't pick up what life is getting you because you ain't built the mental capacity, the mental strength, the resilience in your heart and your emotions to be able to withstand. So then you ain't gonna lose to 10 pounds. You're not gonna, you not, like, it ain't happening. And not because you're not showing up for class. And not because, you know, you're not necessarily eating the sugar. Like, it's because you not the person you're supposed to be. And a lot of y'all, because you say you committed and you not really all in. Like, I'm all in, y'all. I'm watching myself grow every single day. And it's the most joyful thing because I'm so devoted to making sure, like, even at the end of the day, like when I wake up this morning, like I'll be like, God, like, thank you for all the things that I was able to check the boxes off of. However, you know, that's what happened with the book. Like, I was like, man, I still don't know, you know, what book. And literally I was on a call and somebody mentioned a book. I looked at the book. I was like, that's the one. And even yesterday, and this is going to lead me to my second part, and then I'm done. I got to get up out of here. You know, yesterday was huge for me, you know, and I've been devoted to what God has called me to do, to get on here every single day and open myself up to you guys. Yesterday, if you haven't listened to it, I was very open and honest about something that I was thinking out loud, but I talked it out loud with you all. And it confirmed to me great things. Like, I questioned whether I was healed in a certain area when it comes to my sexuality, when it comes to the things that I've had to deal with in my past to even, you know, be very confident in my identity. And I wondered if I was okay because I didn't, you know, I'm not out here, you know, waving the flag, you know, and I realized I was talking it out with y'all, like, I'm good, you know. And I realized that for somebody like me that's strong, you know, we don't really talk about those things out loud. You know, we go through things behind closed doors because we feel like, you know, one, we just feel like we're strong enough, don't nobody want to hear us, or we don't want to bother people, or, you know, we should be able to deal with it. Or in that case, like yesterday, I didn't know what was going to come out of the conversation with y'all, but I wasn't afraid for what was going to come out and what y'all was going to think of me. Whether y'all thought I was weak, whether even if I would have said, you know what, man, you know, I'm hiding behind this. I didn't care. And that was huge because I'm so devoted to what, like, growing and being able to peel off the layers and not knowing what it's going to reveal, that I realized how amazing it felt to peel off a layer and be able to move forward regardless. But I had to talk it out. I had to do something different. I couldn't be, you know, in the dark talking these things out by myself. Like, I had to talk it out. And I'm not saying necessarily you got to go public with it, but I had to talk it out with somebody. Like I said, there's some deeper things that I know I'm going to get with a therapist and we going to talk this thing out because I know it's some things, there's some layers that really need to be peeled back, and I need to talk it out with somebody. Because if you keep talking to yourself about it, thinking that you got the answer, you're not talking any differently. All you saying is the same thing back to you, repetitive. Like all you doing is you and you is having a conversation. And that could be great to a certain extent because you can see your perspective. But how about the other perspectives that will put you in a different space? Because again, if you already knew the answer, some of y'all would be farther along in certain areas of your lives. So today, I invite all of you all. If you're listening to this, we doing hard things. Hard means we're taking the 5 pillars: fitness, nutrition, lifestyle, community. What am I missing? What did I just say? Lifestyle, nutrition, fitness, nutrition, lifestyle. Why am I drawing a blank? What did I just miss? I feel like I'm going, fitness, nutrition, lifestyle, community. Yeah. But that's 4. What am I missing right now? Mindset. Doggone it. All right. I need a nap, y'all. Y'all know I've been up since 2:30. And low-key, anyways, I'm not about to give y'all no excuses. It just is what it is. I don't feel no type of way. It is what it is. But all 5 of those. So we take those pillars and we actually, we take the hard concept, which is healing out loud. That is the alignment with purpose. That's the resilience and I see y'all. Resilience in reinvention and devotion to growth in all areas, spiritually, physically, and mentally. And we're taking that and we're putting that all together. Again, this is not one of those surface challenges. This is a challenge that gets deep. And it's a 45-day challenge. We got a lot of women, beautiful, wonderful women that are joining the challenge with me. I think, McCarthy, you on day number 1 or 2. Tell me which one you on. And if you got a second too, if you're available, I got I only got like 2 or 3 minutes. But again, I would love to talk it out with you all because the biggest thing with me is I'm excited about why God is having me be on here and just chopping it up with y'all. That's what I was going to tell y'all. Tonight, we do have a meetup. So we're going to have a meetup. I'm going to have a coaches meetup every week. Just to talk about what the hard things are. So we're going to talk about what books we may be, reading. So we're going to keep each other accountable for the things that we're doing. And, some areas that we need help in, because that's the reality. Like, you cannot do it by yourself. That's why the community thing is so huge, because the reality is we all need accountability. I don't care who you are. There's nobody out here doing it by themselves, period. There's no one. There's no one I know. There's nobody doing it by themselves. So the best thing you can have is accountability / community. People that you can tell, like, this is what I need help in. This is what I'm doing. And to be honest with you, even when you're doing it and you happen to fail or things aren't the way you think, you have other people that can give you different perspectives. So maybe you could do something differently. I have been successful because every time I do something, it's an opportunity for me to do something better, not do something the same. I don't care what it is. If you're constantly evolving, you have to do something better. Because the better you, the more mature you, the greater of you requires more. So it means it requires something different. So if you're looking for something different, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not, like I said, I'm not doing the same. The challenge don't look like it's ever looked. So if you've done one of my challenges before, if you confused about it, it's probably great, because it ain't a challenge that is so simple. You like, we just doing this and we just clocking in and blah, 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 blah. Nah, this is different. So We have a meeting today. Everything's free. There's opportunities for you to get more coaching and training and that type of thing. But to be honest with you, that ain't just not what it's about. It's about, if you've been looking for something, here it is. So again, the link is in the bio for more details and information on the 45 Hard. But again, if you want more information, you want to see what we about, we have a meetup today. So you still got to hit the link, get in the community, and just see if this something different will help you get to the becoming, or just get to the her that you need to be. All right, I'm out. I actually got to go. All right. Hard is hard. It really is. But it's not, like I said, it's not that punishment hard. It's that hard to peel back the layers that's necessary for you to truly get the transformational, that it's not that, let me do this for 45 days and then I go right back to the same person I was. I'm so tired of that, not only for myself, but for anybody else. The yo-yoing effect, the thing that you can't sustain, the stuff that, you end up going back to and all that type of stuff like that. Like, I know some of y'all got to be tired. And I hope that if you are tired, you choose to do something different, even if it ain't with me. Like, if I could tell you anything, if you happen to be listening to this, you got to do something different. All right? So, I love y'all. Got to do something different. So I don't have a hat on. I ain't got the bandana. I put the shades on so that I could not only, if you realize, like, it's not only that I look different, but I see different. Y'all let that sink. So I love y'all. I'm out. Peace.